All right, we're
Still
live.
diff.
Yeah, sounds like it was user error.
No.
That's what I would
no,
guess, yeah.
Yep.
No. No, it didn't.
User error, more like loser error.
Ooh!
Oh shit.
Dude, you can't recover from that.
No, that was the end. I think
Now you have to
I think I'm
delete your
glad this
PlayStation
is
Network
working now,
account.
but I'm gonna hop off.
More PlayStation Home for you.
You have to give me all your Borderlands characters.
Oh,
It's a lot of hours.
and I'll take all your Little Big Planet guys.
You'll have 0.
Fuck. Dude, I got really into Little Big Planet for a little bit. In like middle school.
I got a little into Big Planet, but
I got big into Little Planet.
Good one. I got little in a big planet.
Honey,
Like
I
Josh
Shrunk the Kids type
Hutcherson
beat.
and Brendan Fraser.
Journey to the
Is it-
center
was-
of the
is-
big planet.
Yeah.
Is Brendan Fraser making a comeback?
For sure.
Fuck yeah.
Been at it for a while.
I mean, if you ask me, he never left.
I mean, he did leave. He was blacklisted for like 10 years.
He's super left. He
Hey.
left so hard.
He's not blacklisted if you keep watching Looney Tunes back in action.
That's true. He's not blacklisted if you watched 2002's The Mummy Returns on a loop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
On VHS.
Is that like a sequel or a prequel to Looney Tunes back in action?
It establishes the Looney Tunes back in action multiverse.
Oh, so sequel. And prequel?
Parallel.
Interesting. There is multiverses in that movie. They go to art museum and go in the paintings.
Well, yeah, and one of those paintings is the Mummy.
Whoa.
They
I
just-
actually wouldn't be surprised if there was like a joke about that in the movie that I didn't pick up on as a kid. I genuinely do love that movie though.
What movie?
Looney Tunes back in action.
It's a good movie.
I'd go pretty far with it though. I think it's better than Roger Rabbit.
You think Looney Tunes back in action is better than Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
You said that in a way to where you definitely don't agree with me.
Ben is ready to hop on that ass.
I
mean-
think so, yeah.
I will say I haven't seen Looney Tunes back in action in a long time, so I won't just be like, no, definitely not.
Ben watched Roger last night, though.
Listen, I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, yeah, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit is so good. Like,
But I think there's a little bit of pacing issues in that movie. It's very back heavy.
Oh, it's not. Nothing on that one.
No, you're not.
Just kidding.
Stupid.
Making known.
Listen, I don't want to argue against Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's a great movie. I'm just arguing for Looney Tunes back in action.
I mean, look, man. Whatever floats your boat. Divergent, you're really not late. Stream has only been running for 5 minutes.
That's not late at all. That's on time.
That's on time. We're actually quite late
For whatever reason.
for two separate reasons that compounded. Which tends to be the case, honestly, when we stream Borderlands, but it's cool.
Yeah. Last time I
Where
bought a
am I?
recliner.
Was that why it was late?
Last time, yeah.
Pretty good reason.
This time I bought breakfast.
Yeah, this time Mike hates Waffle House.
My stomach disagrees.
No, Mike, on the record, Mike hates Waffle House.
Oh no.
Mike would like a lifelong ban from Waffle House because he hates it so much. It
I did
wouldn't
go up to
doesn't
the
even matter
counter.
to him.
I did go up to the counter and ask for a pancake like a moron.
That's awesome, though.
I meant to say waffle for sure, but
How,
he was like, "You mean a waffle?" And I was like, "Of course."
how often do you think that happens?
I don't know. I felt really dumb after doing it.
Dude, I'd say it has to happen at least twice a day. Like,
Probably. Do you think they're like deeply? They're like, we don't have those here. It's the whole goddamn point.
right. I would like throw a conniption every
It's like a
time.
Destiny zone.
It's like the scene from Ant-Man when he's working at the Baskin Robbins and the guy's like, just a burger.
It's a good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen any of the Ant-Mans.
I think every single stream, Eric is like, oh, that movie that everyone's seen? Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I mean, I'm usually that guy. I haven't seen like any movies.
I'm just, I just live counterculture. Sorry, man. That's not really counterculture, but
Okay, what counterculture movies have you seen?
yeah, that's why
It's not
that's why I brought
counterculture, but it
up.
is counterculture.
You're right. Oh, people are doing this? No, thank you.
Eric's a really big Clerks fan.
I do like Clerks.
There we go. Nailed it on accident.
Those movies from the early 2000s? Fuck yeah. Anything modern? I don't know, man.
Sorry, I don't watch movies. I just watch reruns of Disney XD's Lex and Luthor.
Not Lex and Luthor.
What was that? Ah, fuck.
Did I listen to the theme song for Lex and Luthor the other day? That shit is not good.
It's catchy though. It's catchy.
I don't know if I agree with you.
I feel like it is bad, but it's catchy. It's a textbook like painful earworm.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I just heard it and I was like, this is way worse than I remember.
You love when that happens.
So what is this Borderlands 3 character we're dealing with here? Is it just like if Ice Cube was a pink bear?
Man.
Yep, that's exactly what it is, but it's iced tea.
Oh, it's literally iced tea.
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's hot tea.
What?
That deserved silence.
Why can't I? Oh, you gotta knock off its head.
Oh, right.
I wasn't reading and I was like, I'm gonna die. What's going on?
There you go, iced tea.
Any recommendations for games to play? Says Divergent.
What kind of games do you like?
Yeah, we can puzzle this out for a while. You've come to the right place. Let's have a roundtable about this.
I just started playing Sifu.
Eric just started Sifu. Thoughts on that, Eric?
If you like 100%ing games and like it's gonna mess with you if you don't, I would not recommend it.
Okay.
It's like under 200 people have like 100%ed that game. The challenges are stupid hard. But
Not a
like
game for me.
as a base game, like if you're just playing the game, it's a fun challenge.
If you're weak and you don't like to finish what you start, it's good.
Well, I just
Yeah,
started
it's not for the weak of
Hamtaro at the Ham Games. It's a Game Boy Advance minigame collection with the Hamtaro paint on it. It's really good.
Mythic says Sifu is easy.
Okay.
Sounds like they're one of the 200.
Mythic is one of those 170 godly like video game players.
That is the hardest thing about like running a YouTube channel, like a gaming YouTube channel in my mid-20s, is I just need to accept that all of these like savant children that have been playing like really advanced first-person shooters from birth are infinitely better at games than I am.
I feel like I swallowed a tough pill recently.
What's that?
I feel like I'm not into video games.
Elaborate.
Like I like playing video games, but I like when I talk about animation and like anime and stuff like that, I know a lot. And I've seen a lot and I have pride in like what I watch and ranking it and like everything around it is fun to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
With gaming, most of the time I'm gaming, it's with friends. And it's like a social thing.
Sure.
And there are definitely games that I love, but I don't know if I like appreciate the art form of games in the same way that I appreciate like animation.
Interesting.
But I feel like my whole life I've been like, yeah, no, I'm a guy who plays video games. But like I don't play that many video games. I feel like as of recent. And recent I mean like the last like 5 years.
I don't think you really have to play. Like I've had a similar thought, Mike, but I mean,
Yeah, but even you play more games than I do.
yeah. But just right there where you said like you don't play that many games, like I definitely used to. Like I was in it for like the games that were coming out for the year and like all that. Like I think a little part of it is one just getting older, but you settle into a few more niche things. You've
I think it's a bad thing. It's just like something that I haven't thought about because I've always just identified as someone who like is into games, but I don't really know if I am.
Well, I mean, like
when I was in middle school, I was playing like fucking Guacamelee. I think if Guacamelee came out today, I probably wouldn't have played it.
yeah, but also like there's a market saturation and like a time cost issue. Where I mean, you definitely love animation more, and I think that you've come into that like as you've grown, like just sort of understanding that you get more out of your time when you spend it on that than you do on video games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that like I don't know, like being into video games just means different things for different people, and I think that you are into video games in the sense that like you enjoy them as a social exercise with friends, and that is like their role in
Sure,
your
but
life.
that like my whole life like thing, like the reason for living for me is to input and export as much art as possible, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it bums me out that I can't like a lot of times I can't like feel the art in video games. A lot of times I can, but like not as much as I would like to, you know?
Sure.
I would like to be more into it than I am, even.
Can I I'm gonna be one of those guys real quick. Like maybe you're missing part of that art being that social aspect of video games have like been bringing people together and forming long-lasting relationships like since they've been created.
100%, but it's maybe neglect like the single player experience of a game, even if the game isn't single player, just like the like solace experience of a game.
Mm-hmm.
I play like maybe 2 or 3 single player games a year.
That's the thing with me. I've gotten more into single player games.
I think that to me is like, not that multiplayer games aren't artful, but they serve like a different purpose.
Yeah, I mean,
Single player games often are like,
I get that.
Are like their own thing.
I've turned video games mostly into like I'm gonna go fuck off and like just do me for a few hours, and like turned my social time into more like just being in person. Granted, most of my social time turned into like smoke sessions and like talking music, but
Sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do think that like a lot of video games don't really, I would say especially like multiplayer games, they're not really asking to like make you feel something.
Right,
Which is
fine.
kind of what art is. Yeah, like I think that for Mike and I, that's what I'm trying to get out of art. Is that if you don't, even if something takes like creative energy to make, if it doesn't really try to make me feel any kind of way, it's kind of a net zero.
Yeah, but I haven't felt a way about, like, I've played single player games and I've been like, these are great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the newest Ratchet and Clank game I played 2 years ago, I think. I finished that game and I was like, wow, this is probably one of the best games I've ever played. This was really good, but I didn't feel much from it. It's just a really fun game, which is cool. I'm glad I played it. But there's like almost no games. There's maybe like 5 games ever that have made me feel a certain way about it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably like Portal, Grim Fandango. I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
games that like really made you feel away.
Yeah. Like a lot of the times I'll finish a show, and it will influence how I think about art, and like change my taste, or like, you know, like through watching a bunch of shows, I have like refined my taste for what I like visually and like musically in shows, stuff like that, right?
Have you?
But I
played
don't really
Ghost of
have that for
Tsushima?
games. I have not, but Soccer
That's-
Punch is like my favorite game company ever. So
I was just trying to think of some games, because I almost said Gears of War, but I was like 10, 11 when I was playing those. Ghost of Tsushima, I forget. You know, I played that the year it came out.
oh, honestly, I just played Yakuza Like a Dragon that had that for me.
Hmm.
But that's
Real
essentially
quick-
just a TV show that has
What?
gameplay.
Right? Yeah, I remember you talking about that. I remember like watching one of those scenes.
Are you gonna ask what
Um,
we're doing? Because I have no idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, locate key fragment. I'm like, there's no waypoint, so I'm sort of. Can we even leave this? Look at the map.
What did the person that asked the question say? I want to answer their question. I want to know a tangent about myself.
Divergent said that they.
It's the classic line.
Divergent said that they like most games. So I guess any recommendation is fair game. And Mythic posed the question: does it feel like mature games have gone soft?
Oh, dude, I think probably that's a good. Like, I think gaming. This
why
might be a
why do
bad take,
mature
but-
games have to be hard?
Well, okay, so I think Divergent is talking about tone, like tonally. And here's my response to that, Divergent. I think 2 things. I think like holistically, as far as what is accepted within the gaming industry, I do not think that mature games have gone soft. I think that the marketability of a game being like hyper violent or like very adult has gone down. I think that is like less enticing to players than it used to be.
Yeah, something like Manhunt just wouldn't be made today because people don't really want to make it. Or like Postal.
Exactly. Like Call of Duty, like there was a very distinct time, I think, when we were kids where like the technology around like blood splatter physics and like dismemberment and things like that was like, it was technologically new, and it was also a way to like be very flashy and be very sort of like in your face about what your game is capable of. and who it's for.
I mean they removed it from Mortal Kombat because of that, and then they had like a cheat code to put it back in.
Yeah, and so that's like, but I think that was the example that I was going to use of like holistically, I think that you can find like way gnarlier shit today than you could 10, 15, 20 years ago. And that is a good example because if you look at the violence in that Mortal Kombat game, it's so minimal compared to like literally what MK11 or whatever is like. The developers for the latest Mortal Kombat games have said that they like have maybe traumatized themselves a little bit, like making those animations. So I don't think that anything has really gone soft. I think that like if anything, players are a bit desensitized, and also like AAA game companies are not actively trying to make like the most sort of like crass, violent, sort of war-focused video game anymore. I think that like just a different thing sells now, which is that sort of more cartoony, like Fortnite, crazy technology, crazy movement, like Overwatch style gameplay.
Right, yeah, video games are still relatively young, so it's still changing a lot, on top of it being based on, you know, like, life and what's going on around it, so that's changed.
Killerfish says this mission is super buggy and it may have gotten soft locked on us, which is why we can't do anything.
Okay.
That
Does
sucks.
that mean we like just quit out?
Yeah, maybe we
reload.
Yeah, let's just quit and reload.
Can I get my rundown of game suggestions?
Sure, yeah.
I have some. I think, I mean, these are going to be very popular games if you play any of these. Or if you haven't played any of these, play them. If you like collectathons, play Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's like the model of collectathon that all collectathons are built on now. I think Mario 64 is like accredited to that, but Banjo feels more fitting to me to be accredited for that. Portal and Portal 2 are like incredible story puzzle games. I think they're probably the best puzzle games I've ever played. Satisfactory is like the best game that I've found recently. If you like just like automating shit. What else? Play Worms.
Which Worms?
Worms is fun. Worms Armageddon. There's Lumberjack Hero in Fortnite. That shit's fun. It's a fan-made game mode. If you're looking for shit that came out like last week. Super Auto Pats is a good auto battler. Don't Starve is a good survival game.
Yeah, I mean,
these are all pretty good suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah, Mythic is saying that they've maybe been desensitized to brutality, which is like, that comes with getting older too. Like, obviously kids are easier to shell shock with cartoon violence, but also maybe take a little break. Because sometimes I feel myself getting desensitized, and that means I gotta stop absorbing that content for a while.
Oh, dude, some of my darkest days would play. I think I played like Gears of War 3, and then Fable, and like, oh god, there was one other game up there that like I all had to like. I was like playing those in secret when my parents were at work.
You played Fable in secret? Fable's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, it was.
I mean, I guess like depending on how old you were, but
at the time, well, dude, it was when it came out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, next to Gears of War, even it's like.
I guess yeah. Comparatively, Fable and Gears of War are two different games, but. Like, Fable was, like, more crass, and, like, you could still shoot people's heads off and, like, kick them around like soccer balls. So, like...
Yeah, that's true.
But it was a cartoon.
Yeah, I guess, like, when I think of Fable, it's a little tamer for that reason.
Right, it's not chainsawing a grub in half and, like...
Yeah, like...
Doing, like, all that.
I remember playing Bulletstorm and thinking, like... this is like, holy shit, this is insane. This is wild. And then maybe a year and a half ago, I played the Dead Space remake, and like graphically, like objectively speaking, the dismemberment and the gore and the horror is so much more detailed in that game.
Yeah,
but
they made their own effect for the remake.
Yeah.
Like a new system.
Like a new dismemberment system. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bonkers.
Sorry, I was about to nerd out over the. I like the.
Dude, I've owned all the Dead Space games since I was like 13, and I've never played a single one.
It's a very nostalgic experience, I think, because it's super similar to a lot of games that I played growing up, and the fact that I just happened to miss Dead Space, even though it was of that era, made like it's very formulaic of that sort of like 2008 gaming era. But
I like that era.
It made it nice to revisit because it was like, oh yeah, this is totally this formula, but like it's cool.
That's my Goldilocks zone of gaming, but I think that's just like, I think that's my most nostalgic time.
Mm-hmm.
See,
you look at like Mass Effect and Fable and oh, I had another game that I was about to say, but they were all just like hits back then, man.
I think we've just gone to indie games now, which has its pros and cons. Like
yeah.
all of the AAA games mostly are sequels.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you get some rare standouts
Like the most popular game this year so far has been Helldivers, and that's a sequel.
Yeah. I will say
it's also. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, before we get too off track, I want to make one more recommendation to Divergent, just because I watched a video about it earlier today. But Ico, or Eco, depending on how much of a hater you want to be, to correct my pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is Eco, but it's spelled with an I, and that's not how English works. So, anyways, that is a kind of obscure game that is really deeply influential among like successful, very like artful and thoughtful games that have come out recently. And I played it for the first time a couple of years ago, and I think it still holds up. And I think it's like something that everyone should play at least once, because it's a very like that is a game that to me feels very much like high art. In the way that Mike was describing earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
That sounds.
It's by the creators of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, it was their first game before Shadow of the Colossus, and it's very good.
That is a game I do not like.
It's how do you spell it?
ICO.
I've never played Eco. Shadow of the Colossus I don't like.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus isn't.
ICO, though. Is it ICO?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's ICO. I do like Shadow of the Colossus, but I understand why. Like, it is an inconvenient game to enjoy and get started with.
I just don't think it holds up. I think it's a product of its time.
You're wrong forever, Mike.
No, when's the last time you played it?
When I forget when they made the remake, but I got the remake during.
Okay, well that's when I played it.
I
I got the remake at launch because I was like, I've never played this game. Everyone says it's really good. I got the remake and I was like, oh my god, I hate this.
It's narratively brilliant, but the
Yes,
controls
I like the narrative.
are yeah.
The
It's the
gameplay is
controls.
awful.
It's the controls that
Yes,
I don't
yes.
think the gameplay is bad. I think specifically the way that it feels to steer the character is the thing that is like
that's part of the gameplay, right?
the most divisive. Well, yeah, but I just mean like if you were to talk about gameplay in like the design document sense of like this is what like the actual gameplay loop of it as opposed to the moment to moment like controls.
That's fair. I think the controls are by far the worst thing, but I do still think the gameplay is a little boring. Sparse, I guess, is a better word.
Yeah, and like that's different strokes for different folks. I was very
talking to Billy about this, and he was like, "Yeah, Shadow Class is way before its time." And I was like, "Really? I think it's the opposite. I think it's a product of its time."
I think that like Shadow of the Colossus is more popular.
It's broken again.
I think so.
Is he? Well, did we have him working the keys last time though? I feel like this maybe.
No, but he should definitely be done.
Yeah. I think that Ico is the game that was actually before its time, and I think that Shadow of the Colossus was kind of a pivot from Ico that used some of what they learned, and then experimented with other things. So it has a similar amount of overall success, like for what it is, baked into itself. But I think that Ico actually contributed more, and you see that when like modern game developers talk about like the guy who's responsible for like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and like that entire genre. He doesn't cite Shadow of the Colossus. He cites Ico specifically.
I watched you play a good amount of Ico, and that game looks like it's more enjoyable.
It is like one of the things that I'm just quoting the video that I watched about.
Also, the vibe of that game is like,
oh, it's immaculate.
The vibe of Shadow of the Colossus is really cool. I'm
Yeah.
not going to take that away from it, but the vibe of Ico is like really sick.
Yeah, I mean, in Ico, you've got that like big pet.
Well, that's
No, that's the other game.
that's The Last Guardian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's also the same people, right?
It is. So all three of those games actually share a universe. They like have one continuity.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but Ico was the first one. Like Ico was, I think, was a super early PlayStation 2 title. And when you look at it through that lens alone, it's extremely ahead of its time. Do we want to try going to Sanctuary to fix it this time?
Sure.
PS2 was full of like just absolute banger classics.
Yeah, I think it's the best console of all time.
And that was the best era in video game creation, I think. As far as consistency, maybe not.
I think it hit the sweet spot of like, once the game was out, it was out. So there's no patching. So they have to be like really careful about what they're putting out, which I think is a good thing. I do think patching is a good thing too, but I think that it's abused.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because especially, I mean, video has become much more monetized. You know, I mean, it was still like a way to, get money back in the day, but
you're definitely right though.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it was for the most part, I think, still just nerds making video games for nerds. Now it's, now you go to college to be a video game CEO, so
Yeah.
you can make bajillions of dollars every year.
Thanks for the donate, Creeper. Appreciate
I
it.
feel like more people are shying away from that even now, though. I think a lot of people are just making their own games and making more money than they would if they were working at a big company that is like taking advantage of them.
I am.
I mean, the biggest game ever was made by one guy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but dude, the biggest game ever made by one guy in like what, 1998 or something like that?
No, man. Biggest game ever is Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It was like
later than that.
Dude,
2004.
Early 2000s.
Uh,
Yeah, dog. That's like the you could not make.
I mean, the jump of technology
today
from 1999 to 2004 is.
well, no, but
later than that though. It's not 2004, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be like.
Minecraft released in 2008. I think the first like publicly available version of it probably was like 2006 at the earliest, but I feel like it was probably later than that. It was probably either 2007 or the same year, 2008.
Yeah, the jump in like PC specs from 1999 to 2008 or whatever is like, it's like worlds different.
But I mean, Infiniminer came out before Minecraft in the late 90s.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Also, what's up, Dakio? I'm not sure if that I said hello to you, but you popped in and said hi, and I want to make sure I said hi back. But it's funny, like in this same vein, I was watching Mythbusters earlier today, just like a random episode of Mythbusters, and it was on HBO Max, and they left in this little portion where Adam Savage was like, hey, we filmed too much for this episode, so there's a couple extra experiments that you can find on the Discovery website. So, go over there and check it out.
Oh, do they just not exist anymore?
Well, it's not even like I'm sure that I could find those clips somewhere, but it was just this like I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, Discovery was a cable network, and they just made extra footage, and they just put it on their website for free. Like it didn't occur to them to like fucking monetize it, right? And like squeeze every single for members or whatever, like you can see these extra clips, or like pay the subscription fee to get access to the extended cut of this episode, like. And that's so commonplace now. That's just so ubiquitous. And I think the same is true in gaming, just in like sort of the design premises that are used, where people either consciously or subconsciously, AAA or indie, there's oftentimes this thought in the back of their head that's like, but how could I make this infinitely monetizable?
Yeah, but then you have games like Stardew that are just giving free updates forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not everyone.
It's the AAA consensus for sure. Like in any AAA gaming, the only thing that matters is money. That's why you had the people coming out with loot boxes, and then they're like, oh, let's make you have to roll for these too, and all right, let's throw in all these like random useless things so that people aren't gonna get what they want, so then they'll give us more money.
Yeah,
it's really funny that people complaining a lot about loot boxes and them getting all banned was followed by the rise of gacha games.
Yeah, I mean it's there's always gonna be another scam.
Yeah, but gacha is like so upfront about what it is. It's hard to be mad at it.
Right, gacha games are essentially just a public stupid tax. It's
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. It's like however. It's just. I wouldn't go that far. I don't play gacha games, but I understand the premise of like. If you've got
rolling feels good sometimes.
Yeah, it's like if you've put aside that $10 a week and that's your hobby and that's what makes you happy, and after a long day's work that feels good, then sure, man.
If you know what it's about, yeah, sure, yeah, it's not a stupid tax. But the people who are like,
you're talking about like the whales.
Yeah,
Creeper, you can send a Discord or meme in the Discord as long as it's appropriate. If it's not appropriate, I'll take it down, and if it's really not appropriate, I'll ban you, but use your judgment.
I hope it's a gotcha. Dude, I'm so brain empty. We haven't finished one thing.
Yeah. No, I just gambled at Moxie's and got class mods that I don't need that I'm going to sell.
I will say I have games lined up for the next like couple weeks or like month, which feels good.
You have games? What do you mean?
Like this week I'm gonna play RuneScape, try to get my 99. Next week we're doing Poke MMO. Briggs, when do you get back?
The 22nd.
Okay. Sometime after that, we're gonna do Minecraft.
That's a good pistol.
Eric's favorite.
Don't forget to count me in.
I will say I think you would enjoy the way we're playing Minecraft a little bit more than normal Minecraft. It's almost
How are
like Dark Souls-y bosses and quests and stuff.
Ooh.
Minecraft?
Yes, yes. Modded Minecraft.
Dark Souls and Minecraft are two things that are not connecting in my head.
Here, let me send you the. I'll send you the trailer. You can look at it. And you don't have to play, but.
Oh, I know.
Have I ever heard of the movie Thread?
I've never sent you a Discord message. This is your first Discord message.
This is probably my first ever Discord message. Oh, wait a second. Just kidding. First Discord message was... bot me trying to find Assassin's Creed multiplayer. What he...
I just got a pretty good
Yeah,
pistol
no,
if anyone wants it. I got like dupes of this, pretty much the same gun, and I took the slightly better version, but
I think I'm good.
okay. I'll just slam it in my locker then.
Shit, wait a s... Whoa, wait a second. Did this dude sold this pack? So like that cost money?
No, it's free.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I wasn't gonna like go in on him for that. I just noticed that he had 4.5 million downloads. I was like, this dude's fucking loaded.
No, it's free.
I bet you he wished he monetized it after that.
Alright, let's try to go back to our quest and see if it's unlocked.
Oh, yeah, dude. This makes Minecraft look like it's actually a game. That's pretty sick.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, dude. All Minecraft has to do to make me like it is be a game.
I'm with you there.
Like the way that same statement can work on both sides of the fence.
I mean, I've told you before. It's crazy that I'm the one defending Minecraft. I'm notoriously the one who's not defending Minecraft.
Yeah, dude. If you like sandboxes that to like mess around in, sure, that's all cool. That's barely a game in my opinion.
I will say most of vanilla Minecraft is the social experience. I don't think I would ever play vanilla Minecraft by myself.
I wouldn't even play vanilla Minecraft with people.
To be fair, I'll play some. I don't think Minecraft is dog shit, but I'll play some dog shit just to play with people. Sometimes it's fun to play a really terrible game with people.
Yeah, I could probably get behind that statement. We're just talking about a game that I've already deemed as not fun.
Yeah. I get it.
That one I wouldn't. Like if you came to me and you were like, "Hey, this game came out. Everybody says it's bad. You want to try it?" I'd probably be like, yeah, sure. But if you were like, "Hey, you remember that game that we played that was really bad? you want to play that again? No, probably not.
Yeah, that's fair.
And again, if you came into my room and you're like, hey, a computer in Minecraft, I would say I'm moving out.
We went down the computer and Minecraft rabbit hole the other day.
Did you see the Tetris one?
The other day, it was like
That was a while
3
ago.
weeks
That was a while
ago.
ago.
Yeah, dude, that was insane.
I was like, they made a computer in Minecraft, and Eric was like, "What do you mean? What are you saying?" And then I showed him that they made a computer out of marbles.
Oh yeah, the marble computer's pretty cool.
That dude, that guy loves that shit. That is, he wakes up and he thinks about
Marbles.
computers made of marbles.
Yeah, I mean, you
Marbles
need
and
people
what
like
can be
that to
done.
be making shit like that, right?
Dude,
Like, you can't half-ass make a computer out of marbles.
No, man.
this is gonna sound mean. I don't think you need that guy.
No, I think we need that guy.
Yeah, we need that guy, dude. What
Yeah,
the fuck are
I
you
think
talking
we
about?
need him.
What are you talking about?
That's
in
our guy.
terms of functionality, I don't think we need computer made of marbles.
Wow,
I
dude.
think
We don't know that
need
yet.
him for other
We don't know that yet.
things. But I don't
Eric
think
is
we need-
Eric is so like AirPod pilled. He's like, yes.
if we-
No,
what if
no,
we
look at
run
this.
out
It's so
of
simple. It's the
electricity?
peak of technology.
What if we're done with electricity?
Yeah, honestly,
How
I would
about that?
prefer we just go back to the Stone Age. That would
Okay, well,
be
then we'd
much
still have
more
computers. Because someone made them out of goddamn marbles.
Yeah, dude.
comfortable.
Like, what do you think they used in the Stone Age?
Marbles.
Do you think it's just like a fucking Texas Instruments calculator or your math in your head?
But I don't know if they could make
Well, the Stone Age is a
glass
bad
during the
example.
Stone Age.
Well, abacuses were made with wood.
Yeah, but basically it's just a hand-operated marble calculator. That's what an abacus is.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not the
but
Stone
with
Age.
no marbles.
I mean, it's like we can't prove that they weren't using something similar to an abacus in the Stone Age. With just like pebbles.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
would
but we're
bet
talking
against
about,
it,
dude.
but
They gotta
you know.
be able to superheat or sand to make marbles.
Oh, so marbles have to be made of glass now.
I mean,
This guy-
that's
this guy knows fucking
that's-
nothing about marbles. It's
Bro.
embarrassing.
okay. if we're gonna get into marble education, motherfucker.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can be ignorant about marbles, and we can know. That's fine.
All
with
right,
us.
dude. I can be wrong about this. That's fine. I was pretty positive marbles
no.
were made of glass.
No,
Well,
they
yeah,
aren't.
but marbles gotta be made of glass. Can't have a marble made of stone.
Can I fess up?
Nah,
real quick?
because we're talking. In this case, no, because making a marble out of stone in the Stone Age, okay. Making a marble out of sand in the Stone Age needs explanation because they couldn't superheat sand.
Okay, I thought of an argument that makes me on Eric's side.
Hmm.
Are bouncy balls marbles?
Well, I mean,
I don't think they are.
Definitely not, dude.
But does that mean we can't have rubber marbles because they become too bouncy?
I guess
Like,
more.
Does the bounce factor of a marble change it?
Oh god, dude, this is
Here's-
gonna go
here's-
down the.
here's what I'm
is-
saying.
What is
Here's
this
what I'm
sport
saying.
route?
Here's what I'm saying. It might be that marbles actually do need to be made of glass. I'll eat
Look it
that.
up. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the case. It could be. I'll eat that. But the marble computer would work if they were steel ball bearings, if they were, like any material.
Steel ball bearings.
So if Eric's specific problem is with a computer that runs on specifically glass marbles and nothing else, then
It
I
is
guess that is a
glass.
very
Marbles
specific invention.
Marbles are inherently glass. I just looked it up.
But
I
like
wouldn't even say that I have a
computational methods
problem
that
with that. I just
depend
don't think
on like balls, on like
You're
little
right. No,
balls.
it's fine. You're right. You're right. They're glass.
It's like
I'll
how do
never have my
we
dream of having
invent
rubber marbles.
the fucking microprocessor if we don't have people that are smart enough to make marble computers?
I don't think he's saying that we shouldn't have people researching. I think he's saying specifically the guy that we watched talk about marbles is not doing anything important.
Yes.
Which I still disagree with. That guy's the goat.
I strongly disagree. Like what? Like if that guy's
Guys.
not doing anything important, then 95% of the world population is not doing anything important.
You're right, Ben.
What the fucking
Yes!
fucking
You nailed
define important, Eric? What is
Dude.
government? Is a government job important? Like that's not just
No.
sitting with your
I would say important is like people who are striving to make like developments that are going to be beneficial to all mankind. Like
Oh, that's
like
a pretty high
health
bar.
developments, tech, shit like that. But this I am not even saying this guy is like fucked up. I enjoyed his content, but we don't need that guy.
What I don't. I'm still.
I'd kill myself if that guy wasn't around. I'll be honest.
Okay. I guess we need him.
I still think that I still think that your definition of important is fucking whack.
Yeah, but I mean, he is being consistent at least.
Like this person
like,
who
I'm
has
not
who has
saying that
entertained
they're-
me and brought joy to my life and like developed marble technology is
I
not
think it's fair
important
to
because
say
he
the
didn't.
marble guy isn't important because Eric's also saying that we're not important. So I think that's fair. I think I'm as
To be
important as
fair,
the
yeah, I'm
marble guy.
looping myself in with you too. I was like, a lot of us are not doing important work.
But like no, I still disagree. Because
We
what
could
if
be
the
doing
person?
valuable work.
Because
I
what if
won't
the person
discount,
who's
like,
doing
what's going on, as
like-
long as it's not like health related and stuff. But
it sounds like your
like, somebody
definition of
should be
important
working
is
on
like
the cure for
directly
cancer.
saving. Okay, so what if the people that are working on the cure for cancer are getting really burned out and they need to see something that inspires them, and the thing that inspires them is a person making a fucking marble machine.
Well,
and
to
that's
be
super
fair,
valuable work. But
Then it's
a lot
important.
a lot of breakthroughs like that happen because they're working on other shit. like,
Perhaps
why-
like marble computers.
Like people, well, that's my argument. But people are talking now about how it's like a waste of money that we tried to go to the moon. It's like, well, look at what we got out of that, right? Like, sure, maybe we didn't need to go to the moon for any reason, but like the scientific, like gains that we got that we didn't expect to get from that,
Exactly.
pretty great. Which
Like-
I don't think Eric disagrees with. I just think your definitions of important are different, which is fine.
for sure,
Like,
right?
there's
I want to
no like I do think you guys agree.
right. We're like the things.
This thing is too fast. What the fuck is going on?
Ben, the things you're calling important, I wouldn't like necessarily like disagree. I guess I'm just like I'm placing more weight on that, I guess. Where like when I'm thinking of the word important, I'm just kind of thinking human life.
I've never met somebody who wasn't important before, but maybe I'm just not a fucking psychopath.
I'm definitely people who are important.
Well, I thought we were talking occupations.
I'm not gonna name them, but I know some fucking unimportant people.
And
I'm-
actually,
I'm not walking around being like, oh, let me find some folks that don't fucking matter.
No. They find you.
yeah, for sure. You bump into people that don't matter. You don't gravitate to them.
Don't worry, they'll find you. But, my
One
argument
of them
is just
found
that
Mike at an event earlier.
that's true. I would argue that.
Oh, sorry, Mike. You made it, but you're not important. If you don't know how to say, you don't know how to say argument.
I definitely don't think I'm important, but I would argue that what is important is often obfuscated and unknown. Like it's hard to say whether something is important or not until it becomes important.
What is what is important
no.
if not a human being? I don't like.
Okay, but that's like
human beings are like the
sense,
currency of important.
Yeah, but it's different. Like yes, like human life is important, and because of that, like what a human does.
Right. Yeah. Because that begs the question. Like,
but things hold a different level of importance. Which is what we're talking about.
Like in Last of Us,
like capital value?
No. Like I would argue that someone who spends their entire life sitting in a room, doing nothing but like make their life good, which is fine. I think it's bad, but it's like decidedly not important, right? They're not doing important work.
Doesn't mean that your life is not important, but you're not doing important.
And I don't think important needs to be to any certain thing. It just has to be to something, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's where I'm like.
There are people who live their lives not trying to do anything important to anyone.
Yes, and like those, like yeah, like okay. So if we distill not doing anything important, as opposed to like this person is not important. I like that.
People are intrinsically important, but that's like not what we're talking about.
I like that distinction, but I think that anything that is as challenging as making a marble computer is important by virtue of it is an exercise in the human desire to be creative and find answers and pursue new forms of thought. Because the
yeah, I mean I fully agree that this guy's important.
Like development and progress and like our continuation as a species, I don't like the idea that is housed within like a binary definition of like, oh well, you gotta make phones better.
To be fair, Eric, what he's actually doing isn't that important. I just think that the way that guy's living his life is making him predisposed to importance.
I think he just is. I think it just is important. Full stop. I think that frivolous things, as long as they are challenging to the mind, are important.
I don't know about that,
especially if it's
to the
written
mind
down.
Changes per person, and I don't think they're all important.
Well, but that's exactly it. Like that means that.
There's also a difference between self-importance too. Like important is like a word that means so many different things. That's like the problem with this.
Yeah.
Like there's self-importance. There's like intrinsic importance. There's importance in the way that we're saying, which is like
pertinence almost.
I would use it as like importance to others, whether that be one person or 100 or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would argue a doctor is important, even if they're only treating one person, right? But in this scenario, like say there's someone who goes home every day and they just watch Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's important to them. I wouldn't argue that person is an important person.
I mean,
they're not doing anything wrong, but they're not doing anything important.
So, I mean, like they're not. I agree, they're not doing anything important. But
that's the distinction.
But if they were,
I was saying is that
Marvel guys for sure doing stuff that's important. I
agree. If they were sitting down, if they were spending the same amount of time sitting and writing, let's say they're trying to distill the concept of a film narrative into a unique framework that has never been documented before, and they start to recognize a pattern, and they write it down and they document it and they blog about it online, and they are like on the fucking bleeding edge of like what.
I don't even think they have to be that
of that art form. hey card. Yeah,
I
like
don't know if
not.
it has to be that intense, but
It's an extreme
I
example,
would,
but yeah.
yeah, I would argue that that's important.
It's just important if you are applying yourself and trying to create something from nothing, then you're doing
That's it.
something
I mean,
important.
you just hit it on the head.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
People who are just sitting in their rooms and watching Netflix aren't trying to create something from nothing.
Yeah.
Whether it be knowledge or like aid or art or
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that statement.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think that like Marble Computer Guy is definitely like that's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, Eric was for sure like memeing quite a bit, but we have gotten to the
Don't meme on the Marble Man.
I was
we have gotten to
very
the bottom
invested.
of importance.
Yeah, right. I wanted to see where that was leading.
That is a word. We need more words. I feel like that's what I
Yeah.
come out of this conversation with is that important means too many things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I agree
Yeah,
that
for
human
sure.
life is important, but human life doesn't make someone important.
No, like I agree.
Also-
Like the difference between someone being important and someone doing something important. Like I agree that a lot of people don't necessarily do things that are important.
Yeah. But like if they were to give out an important person award, they would just give it to someone who's doing something important, not to someone who
Yes.
is important. I mean, obviously not everyone agrees that all human life is like equally important. But I think those people are dumb. And ultimately probably bad.
I mean, I feel like there could be a few for that.
I mean-
my brother's one of those people, and I've struggled to comprehend that. I think it's just like like being too literal. You know what I mean? Like too transactional with worth
What do you mean by that?
of
I mean, I know what you mean by transactional, but like what do you
like this person does this, so they are this kind of person.
Oh, okay. So it's just like the judgment part of it.
Yeah, you push lady over, you're bad person. You are less valuable than someone who helps old lady across the street.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of like ways of thinking that come to similar conclusions. I mean, most religions like fall under that kind of structure for life of like assigning value to people.
Morals, yeah.
But I think intrinsic value to a person is like the same, just across the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, I like subscribing to the all life is precious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when you don't do that, it leads to like really, really bad things. Like, I mean, oppression is like that is the root of oppression, right? It's just like believing that some people are better than other people.
Yeah.
Like oppression doesn't exist without that idea.
Never mind.
I guess it might exist for something like capital gain or something like you might believe someone's the same, but like it makes you profit to not believe that, but that's a little bit different. That's like a more nuanced thing. It's like believing in an ideal just to make money. But I guess if you're doing that, to some level, you do believe that people are worse than you because you believe that you deserve the money or whatever. So I don't know.
I don't know, man, because I think a lot of people like end up making. And sorry, real, I gotta sell some junk.
Oh my god.
Jeez Louise.
I think those people probably like end up making justifications in their head of how it
Yeah, that doesn't mean
anything
like
negative.
everyone doesn't have the same moral compass. So like their justifications, even to us, could be wrong. You know.
Yeah, for sure they would be. The
Yeah.
most people's justifications are really only going to apply. That's why, like.
So yeah, play ukulele.
Nutty people.
What kind of bridges, Card? Card wants to know what our opinions are on bridges.
Oh my cousin. I should learn the name of the. My cousin's a bridge builder. He's the nerd that tells the bridge builders how to bridge build.
Bridge architect?
Yeah, he like does the program and stuff. There's a bridge that needed reconstruction that like leads into like Westchester County or something like that. It's a big bridge that he did.
Nice.
Got big bridges in my family.
Toll bridges?
I think, like,
fuck toll bridges.
I think the actual bridge part is pretty boring, but I think the way that they install bridges in like underwater is really cool. Like the different methods they use.
I'm a big fan of sky bridges between buildings, like catwalks.
Yeah, me too. We have one of those in our house.
Yep, my cat is a big fan.
Most of the upstairs is just a long sky bridge.
Hell yeah.
Cat is feeling rambunctious.
Bridge to Terabithia made me sad.
That's a sad,
dude.
sad film.
Oh, my game just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have brought up.
Bridge to Terabithia? Yeah, they're always watching.
Dude, I can't believe they showed that this in school.
It closed, and I got a pop-up that was like, what do you think of this game? Rated out of 5.
I don't like when it crashes very much.
Terrible time to ask me. Probably have to get off in like half an hour.
That's cool.
Just as a heads up.
What you got going on?
I always wonder what chat thinks when we have like. I feel like Borderlands is like this like really goofy, like zany game, and we always get to like very deep discussions about things.
What do you guys think of like the political landscape between the Ukraine and Russia?
I don't know.
It's a good place to leave it.
Justice for whoever needs it. That is how I feel. All right, let me join you. I go to Walmart today.
Oh, what you need at Walmart, King?
I bought a trash can for my room because I like having one at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's way too small. I ordered it online. I thought it was gonna be bigger. I like having a pretty big garbage can in my room.
Yeah, I I mean, I live in a small apartment, so maybe it's different, but I was having a conversation about this with someone else the other day of like, I don't enjoy different trash cans in different rooms.
What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah. One,
Like you only want one room with one trash can?
which is like, I know that wouldn't, like, in a house, obviously that doesn't work. But in my apartment, yeah, man, kitchen only. No bathroom trash,
That's fair.
no office trash.
Yeah, I don't use bathroom trash like ever.
Bathroom trash. I mean,
Bathroom trash is for shit you forgot about.
bathroom trash. I think is for. I mean, I've always had tissues in the bathroom, and then that's.
Bathroom trash is for the ladies, and we can leave it there. But that's why we're struggling to imagine what
That's why
it's used for. It's for the ladies.
What is that there for?
Maybe.
No, not maybe.
I don't know what they would need it for. But... What do they use tissues more? What are you talking about?
I was a janitor at a college. I know what they needed for.
Do they like have snacks or something? I don't...
It's gotta be snacks.
It's the snacks. That's what it is.
Oh, girls like fruit snacks.
Oh, right. I forgot.
So did I. Okay, that
Um,
makes sense.
So you're finding a lot of shaggies in there.
although I will say I do something that like other people might disagree
Something
with.
that most
So I use Q-tips pretty often, and I buy the paper ones.
Q-tips.
Ooh,
And
death.
I will toss those in the toilet when I'm done with them because they're paper, and they're tiny.
A little crazy, but
But
that bad.
yeah, like a little crazy, but it's what I do. But if I lived with someone that was like, don't do that, then I guess we would need a bathroom trash.
yeah. I'm just anti-Q-tip, man.
Yep. I used to be super into Q-tips.
I don't like dry things.
You don't do dry on dry. You do it when your ear's wet.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
but then they're dry still.
Well, yeah, but you're getting they need to absorb the ear wetness.
Yeah, I just don't like dry.
Sure.
And if dry, then not paper.
I mean, cotton.
I mean, it's definitely a good. It's good that you don't like that because the Q-tips like shove earwax all the way down into you.
But like, I agree that probably happens to some of the people that use Q-tips. I'd be doing that shit every day. I don't like wait. Like if I were to wait until there were blockage, yeah, Q-tip would be a horrible tool for getting it out. But like, I'm just wiping down the sides of my ear canal. I've never had a blocked ear canal in my life, and I've used
I haven't
Q-tips
either,
almost
Young,
every
my
day.
friend.
I haven't either, but I
It
use
does,
my
like-
fingies.
Everybody's got different levels of.
The thing is,
absolute up.
I don't. My wax doesn't build up that much because my ears are always itchy. I
Right,
have
like
like
I used to have like my ears were on like overtime hours every single night.
the insides of my ears are like incredibly sensitive. Like I feel things. I've said this before, but no one has ever related to this. But I feel things on the insides of my ear that you're not supposed to feel on the insides of your ear. Like if I sing too high, I feel it in the insides of my ear before I feel it in my throat.
That part didn't make sense to me.
There's like muscle things that like I feel in the insides of my ear.
you feel it if you're singing too high,
It hurts my ear before it hurts my throat.
Okay, that makes more sense to me.
Like the ear, like the muscle inside my ear.
I was hung up
Where
on
the
the
fuck are we supposed to be going?
It's above this, I
like
guess.
detecting that you're singing too high because your ears are.
No, not like hearing, like muscle.
Yeah, I've definitely I mean, like I've had like scratches in my throat or something that have like made my ears itch.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of things in my ears. Ears are just very sensitive. But that makes it so I stick my fingers in my fucking ears all the time.
Yeah, I used to have big scratch in my ears. Did you ever have Mrs. Schaff?
Nope.
I did.
You did. She did not like me. She like used to always like tell me that I should be a lawyer because I like always I was always asking questions.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I can't tell if it's him or not.
Yeah, she's just kind of sucked.
I agree. She did just kind of suck.
she like would call me out when I would like be like scratching my ears, like telling me not to do that, and I'd be like, "Dude, shut up. This is it's my ear. It itches. I'm gonna itch it." And she like made it a regular habit of like actually like she would like pull my hand out of my ear if she like caught me doing it.
Where the fuck are these waypoints?
Dude, we need to shoot the mark, but I don't know where the mark is.
Oh, what do you have the revolver?
Oh, the mark is over here. Hold on.
I've got the revolver. I didn't realize that it was that we needed it.
You don't need
still.
the revolver.
I think you do.
Nope. Oh, there it is. Are these the marks? Where's the mark? Like,
Well, look at that. Needs the revolver.
I did need the revolver.
I shot the last one without the revolver. So I don't know.
Lucky.
That's kind of my thing, yeah. It's fair.
We can leave the lights on until we can get lunch. Oh man, I think that I like you.
When I was a kid, my aunt got a piñata for my birthday, but she didn't fill it with candy.
Would it just empty?
It was just empty, so we broke open the piñata. She was like, "Where's the candy?" Everyone was like, "What do you mean, where's the candy?"
You got to fill it with the candy.
That's the same shit has happened to me, but it was from my brother, and he knew that it come with candy. It was also just a prank. They had a backup with candy in it. But.
There's no backup for us. It was just pretty funny.
This is.
I remember my dad being like, "All right, bring out the candy." And she was like, "No, I really didn't get it."
How do you not?
He's like, "Dude, what?"
How do you pick up a piñata-sized object that is full of air and be like, "This has got candy in it"?
Mike? Does your aunt have functionality issues?
Yes.
Okay.
Like insofar that she never picks up the piñata herself?
No, she definitely did. I don't know. Like, you would know.
You would know. You would just instantly, it would like not slosh around. Even if the weight was somehow, you missed it.
I think the exact demeanor that you have right now was my dad's exact demeanor when it happened.
It's like, how, like, I understand something happened and I'm upset, but how are you this dumb?
Like, cool, you thought that piñatas came full of candy. A piñata costs like $8. So that would be a crazy deal.
Literally,
To be fair,
like,
no one was upset. I was like old enough to where all of us were like, "This is just funny."
Oh, okay.
Like it was almost better that it didn't have candy in it, you know? Like I think we were old enough to where it was like, "Why are you buying a pinata anyway?"
Like, yeah, this should have happened.
What's your opinion on staples? You talking about the paper fastening object, or like the company, the store?
I was at the store yesterday.
You were at Staples yesterday.
Yes.
What did you think?
My mom had a computer that she was like, "Should we get rid of this? It's still good, right?" And I was like, "No, it's not. Let's get rid of it."
The new computers are made of marble, ma.
yeah.
Now you're
Marvel's
talking.
the wave. And then I was like, I think Staples recycles them. And then I also got her an Ethernet cable because she was like, my Wi-Fi sucks on my computer. And I was like, where's your box? And it was behind the computer. And I was like, why aren't you hardwired then? And she was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, do you remember how computers were before Wi-Fi? And she was like, yeah, they were plugged into the wall. I was like, yes, exactly that.
That's fun.
She was getting 30 up and 10 down, or 30 down, 10 up.
Why are there so many quests?
I plugged into the Ethernet. She was getting 300 down and 10 up.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, dude, there were.
I was like, well, now your internet is literally 100 times better.
But like, well, 10 times better.
Whatever. Bad at math.
My Wi-Fi had probably higher than 100% increase. There was a point in my room that I think my download I've seen at kilobytes before.
Like here?
No, not here.
Oh.
I have like a wall Wi-Fi extender now that I like can hardwire into my PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
So like now my download is normally at like 200 or something like that, but at its worst, dude, at my place in Syracuse, oh, this is a good example. I would play PUBG with my buddy Jared, and we would start the game, and like they would be in and go through the like 50-second pre-lobby timer, and then they would drop and like get a few guns, and then I would start falling out of the sky.
That happened to me the other day, but it was just because I updated Fortnite.
Yeah, no, that was every single time I was playing.
Man, Fortnite sucks. But Lumberjack Hero, that's where it's at.
You said that's it's Fortnite but without build, right?
Lumberjack Hero, it's just in Fortnite, but it's not Fortnite at all.
Oh, right, you said it. Yeah.
Just a fan-made game mode. When is Gary's mod, man?
Let's just play it.
I can't. It's like really buggy. We need like a Gary's mod 2 or something.
Oh, I still need to have the rogue sight. Damn it. I'm trying to remember the last time I was at a Staples store. I think I was just buying batteries.
They got cheap share.
Cheap chair?
Yeah, that's usually where I go to for chairs. Office Max or Staples.
Hmm. Staples is a cool store.
What store?
Staples. But like it's weird. It's weird that I don't go there annually at the start of a like fall school year anymore. You know, like
Is
that.
it weird that you don't go there?
Well, it's just it's like obviously it's not weird because I don't go to school anymore. But it's like it's weird that that is a part of your life. Is like going to an office supply store to restock.
Yeah. Yeah, each year you get to go there and it's like, ooh, I'm gonna get
Folders.
the blue binder this year. Or when they came out with those like what were those called? South Park did an episode on it. Those like binder keepers or whatever it was called.
What?
It was it was like a big old thing. It was pretty much just a case full of folders, like dividers.
Oh, I have one of those in my truck.
I could be bugging, but I feel like they were called binder keepers.
There might be. I have one of those.
No, I was right. Holy shit! I just looked it up and I'm looking at the one I had.
I feel like that's like it's not broke, don't fix it kind of deal.
Right, man.
They kind of like the pencil. They kind of nailed it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right after they made the mechanical pencil, they're like, yeah, no, we're done with these things. God damn.
Gross.
Right?
What's up, Sting?
Oop.
Someone definitely showed out the roads.
Yeah, definitely somebody. Sting's in Albuquerque.
Put your tray table up and you see it in the full upright position.
You having some sauerkraut, Sting?
With my kids, Nathaniel, it's Superfly.
Oh.
Put my tray table up. Put my seat back in the full upright position. I watched someone do that karaoke not that long ago.
Hmm.
That's a crazy karaoke song.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty wild.
You wanna know what the wireless is?
What?
Tequila.
Yeah, I didn't think that bit was funny the first time I saw it, and I've seen it so many times.
What bit, like doing?
Just doing
the
it,
tequila songs?
yeah, at karaoke.
I'm only saying that because of Chris. Wait, do you not know this story?
No,
Okay.
but
So
I mean, I've seen people do that before,
yeah,
and
but
every
this
time I
is-
see it, it's someone is like, "This is the first time this joke has been thought of."
really,
I mean, that's what it seems like.
I
But
do
I've never
remember
thought it was
calling
funny.
Chris out for that because he also thought it would be genius, and I was like, that's like it's on here for a reason, dude. But the best part, because it's like a minute or something. Tequila hits,
Yeah.
and it comes up, music stops, everything. Chris missed it. The crowd hit it, and everybody's like, "All right, that was funny, whatever." But Chris missed all of them but one.
That's awesome.
It
That
was
is funnier.
amazing. It was the best thing. You want to know what he was gonna do? He was gonna do a Blink 182 song.
Yeah, well, that's up his alley.
Well, yes and no. Yes, Blink 182. No,
What's he gonna do?
just karaoke in general. Like, if he couldn't hit Tequila,
What's he gonna do? Miss you?
I don't remember which one it was. I just remember he said it was gonna be Blink 182, and I was like, "That's so lucky that you did not do that."
I think it would have been better.
I don't.
Well, you can't. You can fuck up one word every minute, but you can't fuck up like a whole song.
Well,
What?
Like you at least have to say you can't miss all the words. I mean, like you'd be bad, but you can't be like,
But that's the
forgot
same
to sing the whole
thing
song.
at that point. It kind of equals out, right? You miss the one word versus you sound like shit for all 3 minutes of the song.
That's fair. I like karaoke, man.
I do not.
Karaoke's
Really?
fun.
That doesn't actually.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why you
Yeah.
would like karaoke.
I mean, I know that everybody that is there has technically signed up to hear you sing, but I don't know. It's my own insecurity. There's nothing wrong.
That's crazy.
Me
You can't
personally.
be the guy that shows everyone your music and be the guy who's too nervous to go up at karaoke.
It's
That does not make
like
any sense.
It's a weird like I can get up and do that. It's not like oh no. Like I just really do not enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's fun. I like
But if
karaoke.
I had a show, like
yeah.
one of the best nights of my life was when I had my show in Albany. That was sick. Karaoke just feels different to me.
It's definitely different.
Maybe it's the vibe. Maybe I just don't like the like.
Karaoke's much goofier.
Yeah, like when you perform a real song, you're trying to sound good.
Yeah.
When you're doing karaoke, you're trying to make everyone happy.
Yeah, you're trying to make people. I
Those
use
are
karaoke as like
synonymous in
a.
my head, like sounding good and making.
Yeah, but
people
it's
happy.
different. Like karaoke to me is like comedy.
Yeah.
Like when
I
I'm doing
guess-
karaoke, I'm trying to make everyone laugh. I'm not trying to sound good.
Um,
Like I'll probably sound better than like whoever the fuck, just because I have a lot of singing experience, but
I'm
that's
in
not my
like
goal.
I like getting to like a weird spot where like the last karaoke song I remember doing is "I'm a Barbie Girl."
Great
Good
karaoke
choice.
song. Yeah.
Which, yeah, right, is, it's, you want to make people kind of laugh, but I also was, like, wanted to sing well.
Yeah, you got to just give that up.
Yeah, I gave up karaoke instead.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, you don't have to do that like a karaoke. It's not.
I know.
Talk about things that aren't important.
Right.
Karaoke.
So I'm
Karaoke's definitely on that list.
I'm trying to
I
make
love
this
karaoke.
this jump. I'm trying to climb this thing and make this jump, and I can't do it. And I feel like I must be missing something.
I went around the side
To get on this tall thing?
to get to where we are.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get to where y'all are. I'm trying to get up this tall thing.
I don't know that.
What? I know. What are you trying to?
Yeah, karaoke is just about making people laugh. For some people, they're trying to sound good, but those people are like,
Those people suck even worse.
yeah, it's
Exactly.
cringe.
Those were the worst performances. I would have rather watched 8,000 Chris's perform than watch one person like get up there and like pick a song and start like really focusing on like vibrato and all their tonal shit.
Yeah, that's lame. That's lame.
Yeah.
But like,
Sorry.
I don't think you even have to be like super funny, but like, even if you're just like screaming a song just to scream it, that's enough.
and like, there might be a song that is funny that you also can sing well, and that's allowed.
Sure.
But don't. But yeah.
Sometimes it's
but
funny
don't-
that you're singing well.
Don't make it obvious that you're trying so hard.
Like if you put on like an opera song and fucking nail it, everyone's gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Like that's funny.
Okay.
Sting, do you know how to get up here? Do you know what I'm doing wrong with this jump? I really can't suss this out.
Sting, do you like karaoke? And if so, what song?
Oh crap, now everything respawned. What? Oh man, my controller disconnected.
Uh-oh. Easy money.
Uh-oh.
We get a lot of Guardian points this session.
I barely get Guardian points.
Well, yeah, don't they transfer over?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm at... What rank are you at?
Where do you see that?
Go to the Guardian tab and
Oh,
it'll be-
38.
I'm nearly 200 levels above you.
Fair enough.
I think since we've started playing this, I've gotten one Guardian rank.
I mean, I've only played through this game once.
Right, yeah. I've played through this game like 4 times.
Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, great karaoke song. You're right, Card.
Old Godzilla was hopping around
Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from his cave, hit Godzilla with a back grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack. And it didn't take long to beat Shaq, who proceeded to crack a can of Shaq Fu. And it came out of the blue. He started beating up Shaquille O'Neal. They both got flattened by the Batmobile before he could make it back to the Batcave. Abraham Lincoln struck down from straight.
Neighbor
47 out from under his hat. Blew
bat
away with a rat-a-tat-tat.
ran
Ran
out of
with bullets and ran away.
Because
Because Optimus Prime came to save the day. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see. And only one will survive. I wonder who it will be.
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
That was wonderful.
See?
Shaq came back, covered the entire track.
Oh, it's not over. Okay.
I mean, I know the whole goddamn song. You kidding me?
I hope that's actually how it sounds.
It kind of is. Yeah. That would be funny to do karaoke and have two people on stage who are like that's funny. But that's also like funny to me, and I feel like some people would be like, "We get it."
Well, I mean, you can't be a dick at a karaoke show, right? Like, you're
True.
also at karaoke. Doesn't that kind of insinuate like you all go with whatever the joke is?
It should, yeah. I love that.
Austin. Oh, that's probably, there you go. That's try to get Chris at a karaoke bar down here.
True.
That dude fucking loves karaoke.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I go to karaoke with him. I feel like all the Water Park Clark boys love karaoke.
We'll get Chris in Water Park Clark.
Might be too shy to sing.
Yeah. Which is so crazy, dude. He'll
It's
get up in
stupid.
front of a bunch of like random strangers and do karaoke, but
Not singing to a microphone.
he won't sing into a microphone by himself.
I feel like I am so far away from you guys.
I'm following
I think
a monkey.
We're all... None of us are together.
I'm doing the mission.
Oh, actually... Okay.
Borderlands maps are so poorly designed. I will walk for like 8 minutes and realize that I am at a dead end where I cannot possibly get to where I've been trying to go.
Yep.
They tried with this game to make the like up and down more obvious, but it didn't work.
No, it's so unhelpful because it doesn't tell you which path is going to take you up or down, and it's never obvious.
Yes. I appreciate that they tried, but it didn't work.
Yeah, all it offers is being like, okay, that's above me, and okay.
Great, it's above me.
Card did the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny so many times that she got kicked out of church karaoke. Good.
That's a very strange church song.
The Ultimate Destiny.
You know what's crazy? Why does church have bingo? Like what? Isn't that like...
Right, gambling is supposed to be against the rules, right?
I don't think it's against the Bible. I think it's just illegal in some ways. It's just like a regulated industry. But also, I guess bingo's kind of gambling because you buy more bingo cards, but like...
Bingo is definitely gambling. On regular bingo, the prize is money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You have
but it's gambling in the way that like the lottery is.
Yes, yes. It's like the lottery if you had to do it for 2 hours. Which is kind of hype. I like going to bingo.
Yeah, bingo's fun.
It is Yeah, it's gambling at its like most watered down form.
Yeah.
Bingo, like nobody's tearing their families apart because of bingo.
Well,
That's definitely not true.
definitely not true.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Old
figured,
ladies
like,
love their bingo.
More than they love
yeah,
their
but you think they're
husbands.
tearing their families apart with that?
Absolutely.
Like financially.
It's definitely harder to. Probably not just over bingo, no. Not
Right.
financially, but maybe like otherwise.
Yeah.
I guess it
but
depends
I mean,
on how much
that's
money they have, right?
right. It's rooted in other things. Like the grandma's going to fuck off at bingo for an entire day because she doesn't like her family.
Sure.
Instead of, Gerald is going to hit the slot for 9 hours. Hey.
I think it's you can get addicted to bingo for
You
sure.
can get addicted to bingo. Yeah, man.
Right, but you see how it's not like. Do you see the difference that I'm seeing?
One's for sure worse.
Right.
I just think they're definitely
Gambling
both not good.
net negative. I will
Yeah.
say that.
As someone who likes to gamble,
Dude, I've thankfully. I mean, I've got a wildly addictive personality. I'm so happy. Gambling just never got me.
I would not say I'm addicted to gambling, but I like gambling. But I'll never gamble more like $20.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're addicted.
Like I don't like gambling for the money. I like gambling. I like playing poker and shit. You know. Like I'll play poker for like $5. That's really fun.
I mean, that sounds more like you.
Did I cut out?
No.
I didn't hear you say anything.
Oh, what were you guys saying?
I was saying that sounds more like.
You cut out again.
Oh. Alright, third time's the charm.
It sounds more like.
It sounds like you enjoy poker and you're just willing to gamble to play poker.
Yeah, but I
Instead
don't
of-
think poker is as fun without the gambling.
Oh.
I would still
Okay.
play poker without gambling. I do like the game, but even if it's just like $25 is what you get when you win. It's like I guess I like that everyone takes it seriously. I feel like when there's no stakes in poker, people are more likely to just go all in or whatever. I like there being some sort of stakes to like regulate the game. It doesn't even have to be money, but like anything to like have people take the game seriously is really fun.
It's fair.
I think I would feel the same with board games, but usually you're not betting on board games.
Dude, Monopoly with betting would be brutal.
Yeah. But like having to actually care about because like usually I'm like one of the only people who's like actually caring about the game when we're playing, which is fine. It's just like a social thing. But when you have a table full of people who like really care about the game you're playing, that shit's awesome.
I agree, yeah. How are you doing for time, Mike?
Oh, I should probably get off.
Yeah.
I just got to make some stuff before D&D
Yeah, seems like a good
and go to Walmart.
spot to wrap it up.
Sorry we started mega late.
That's okay.
I'm going to go to Waffle House and yell at all of the employees.
Yeah, throw a chair at them.
They deserve it.
That's what I'm saying. If you take anything away from this stream, yell at your Waffle House employees.
Just give them a good earful.
Let them know how much their mother hates.
All right, folks. Until next time, I'm going on vacation, so I'll probably no stream next weekend. Maybe stream tomorrow with Sync. We'll see. I gotta ask him. But until then, stay tuned. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good life.